like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jordan Phillips, excellent job on that play. A big loss, 18 yards. On second and a long way to go. Prescott. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. Well, you talk about safety first. Timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Wow, are you kidding me? Here's something we haven't seen. They're going to start this Super Bowl with an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A first down throw for Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Prescott on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Nice gain of 8 that time, and it's 2nd and goal. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Can you believe it? It's a Super Bowl 49 hero, Malcolm Butler.
And the Cardinals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. To throw, it's Murray. Rolling to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that.
And the Cardinals are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
And he will get in to make it 8-0. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the two-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the...
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray forced out to his left. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
This is Tony Pollard. And he returns this to the 22. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And Prescott, his 3rd. Interception.
Buda Baker with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag. What this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. To throw is Murray. Hopkins with a quick feet. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. Murray going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1 yard line. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Being chased out, and he'll take this. One in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cardinals will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
They'll look to throw. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for two so often?
Yeah, we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for them. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they got 2 for 2.
So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they almost feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On play action, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. There to make the grab. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion. Caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. So they elect to pass there on the two-point. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with it.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field.
This is intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick 6 in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick 6s over the history of this huge game. I remember, because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately, I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended. That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Murray trying again after the pick 6. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there for Arizona.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Caught left side, Hopkins. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Murray now to throw. Steps away. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Cards continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for 2?
I truly believe it's the defense that has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
First down, Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 33.
And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll start the drive with Elliott.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, he motivates your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it. 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Elliott running right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines is extra.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from a yard out. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Now Mike McCarthy going to decide to go for 2 here. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Cardinal offense takes back over.
And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the move to his left. And this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl.
Here we go! Here we go!
A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman of the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now. Down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Out to his left. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants
in
the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
29 yards for Ezekiel out. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. A big seam, and he might go all the way.
They are not ready for us.
30, 20, 10,
I'm
5,
only gonna be able to carry
and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. And how about the return? Give them a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. They've got his man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Rolling to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A final shot before half for Murray. Buying time to his left. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. Zerline out now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that payoff in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Elliott on first down, going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
2nd and 11.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Elliott.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Cardinals will extend their 3rd quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. The quarterback run has eaten him up all game long, and there he goes again, this time into the end zone.
And what I like about what I'm seeing, absolutely running almost with impunity. He's not worried about his body. He's not worried about sliding. He's not worried about protecting himself. He's worried about getting yardage. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, you've got to start figuring out what these blocking schemes are and finding ways to defeat him.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Now Pollard. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Play game offense.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Elliott. And shedding a man at the 40. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll get it across midfield and down. Out of the Cardinal territory.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a give here to Pollard. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring... up 4th down.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
They run here with Rico Dowdle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. One quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Pollard. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 50 yards on the ground for him so far.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the fourth quarter, even with the loss there on first down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now a toss coming right side. Pollard. And they will get back to within 1 score as he is into the end zone, and the lead's cut to 8 here in the fourth. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. Fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to... Oh, he fakes a spike. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for it. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Dancing to his left. Murray with a nice move. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot. Throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a sec. Oh, he fakes a spike. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. That time, finally, a measure of revenge as they get him down behind the line.
It almost felt like relief, didn't it? Because with the success he's had, almost expect him to get free and pick up 10 to 15 every time he takes off. Not in that case. That has to feel good for the defense.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They're going for it. It's Murray. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Forced out to his left. Oh, some strong running. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. Steps away. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. Murray steps away. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Murray to throw. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. They get the completion, but cannot push forward into the end zone, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. And the Cardinals have done it. They're the kings of the NFL. Arizona, your Super Bowl champs. And to this. After all the hype, it's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Murray flips his forward on the jet sweep. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Murray now. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that.
Throwing again, Murray being chased out left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Connor. Here's Murray. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that.
And the Cardinals are on the board first here in this Super Bowl.
Solid finish to a solid opening drive, and that's the threat that he represents. He can take off and score on you.
What he makes it is 11-on-11 football. Because a lot of the times the quarterback isn't much of a runner, so you don't have to account for him. Well, you do with him, and now he actually gets a lead blocker instead, and he's able to cash that one in.
Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2.
From the gun, Murray on the move to his left. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
I'm just learning how to spell analytics, and I need to get that down because it's going to be a huge part of the NFL game going forward. I think that was the call there, trying to go for 2 after that touchdown.
Yeah, opening drive, you not only do you get the 6, but fully seize momentum with the 8, and unfortunately they couldn't do it.
I think they were trying to gain that huge advantage, not just on the scoreboard, but mentally. I just wonder if that backfires a little when they stop you.
Boy, so they don't get the conversion, but they're going to go right into the onside kick formation. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Murray now on 1st down. Out to his left. And this one caught by Max Williams. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. From the gun, Murray. And the reception made by Green. And they wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Rolling to his left. Caught left side, Williams.
And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Now Murray again, sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Cardinals will add to their first quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did,
yeah.
right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So that one will be accepted. They'll give to Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
48 yards for Ezekiel Elliott. And the Cowboys are on the board here in this Super Bowl.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott now. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Chase Edmonds going to take it from his end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside to 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and point it towards the target downfield.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Murray. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. And the Cowboys have recovered. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. That's caught. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw Murray fighting, lost the football. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough?
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. First and 10, here's Murray. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First down, Murray steps away. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella there to make the grab. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. And that's their second chart. Timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Come on, go! Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Draw play. Elliott.
Oh, boy, you ain't got no feet.
And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to... run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
On second down now, it's Elliott. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were... behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some... And they did.
On third down, Elliott.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Running with Elliott. And he won't get there. They stop a few yards short of the line to gain. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
On the move to his left. And this is caught by Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Roughing the passer, that's shades of Charles Davis back in his playing days.
Oh, I sure wish it had been, Brandon. Back in my day, I didn't hit anyone hard enough to rough the passer. I had a number of teammates that handled that for me.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Keyshawn Johnson there to make the grab. And the Cardinals continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop. On 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point.